Now at 11, a message warned of problems 2 days before this bridge collapsed. Why it only surfaced today. Police say people still aren't getting it. Don't drink and drive. A mother hopes her story of loss will convince you to stay safe.
Don't make this the party that ruins your family's lives.
And Fred Meyer makes another big announcement. Why the store will stop selling guns altogether. Your news starts now. We begin tonight with new information on a deadly crash in the Coast Range. This photo from firefighters shows the extreme damage to the 2 cars involved. 2 people died in this crash that happened just before 5 tonight. 7 others were hurt and taken to the hospital. It's not clear yet what caused the crash, but firefighters say there was a lot of traffic tonight on this stretch of road just west of Timber.
It's going to be busy this weekend. We'd really like to ask people to take their time. It's a narrow road. There are a few passing points. Don't get excited. Don't try to get ahead, or one more car doesn't get you anywhere except not safe by the time you get to the beach.
Highway 26 was closed for several hours tonight, but according to ODOT, it is back open at this hour. Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, and along with the celebrations come warnings not to drink and drive. And police are frustrated with drivers who still aren't getting the message. KGW's Catherine Cook talked with police and a woman who lost her son in a DUI crash. She's live downtown for us tonight. Catherine.
Laurel, starting tonight, extra police from all over the state will be right here in Portland for those saturation patrols to help get drunk drivers off the street. They're dedicating their effort to a young man who lost his life partying.
He had so much life to live, so much to give to our community, and it's all gone.
5 years ago this month, Jeanette Robart lost her son, 17-year-old Nick Portis, in a DUI accident. The Milwaukee High senior had been drinking with friends, part of a series of bad decisions Jeanette says cost her son his life.
He made the decision to party. He made the decision to get in the car with a drunk driver. He made the decision not to put on his seatbelt. So that's my story.
Jeanette has shared her son's story with thousands of people, hoping it might one day save them.
He's the one that got in the car with a drunk friend.
On this night, she shared it with Portland police officers and state troopers. They're running a saturation patrol this St. Patrick's Day weekend to get drunk drivers off the road. They're calling it Operation Nick Portis.
Just to let people know that we're serious.
Captain Mike Krebs says 39% of traffic fatalities involve alcohol over St. Patrick's Day weekend. But there are options. Get a designated driver, take a cab, TriMet, Lyft. There's no excuse.
And it just frustrates me to see people that just can't take that extra step and just do the right thing. It is not that complicated. Don't drink and drive.
To make it more affordable, PBOT is giving officers these Safe Ride Home coupons for $20 off a taxi ride. All you have to do is ask them for one.
I see so many families that are, becoming statistics just like I am, and it's hard.
Jeanette says her son would be 22 today. She hopes others will take their own lives and Nick's death seriously.
Don't make this the party that ruins your family's lives.
Mothers Against Drunk Driving is also partnering with the saturation patrols. They even fed officers dinner before they hit the road tonight. Their message is also plan your ride home before you start drinking. There is just no excuse. Laurel, back to you.
Jeanette has a painful but powerful message. I hope folks are listening. Thank you, Catherine. The stage is set for 2 big Portland St. Patrick's Day traditions this weekend. There's the annual party at Kel's Irish Pub and the Shamrock Run. Events began at Kel's tonight with a boxing match. The live music, food, and drinks will continue through the weekend. Runners had their first chance today to get their Shamrock race packets at the convention center. 21,000 people will take part in the race on Sunday.
I just like the excitement of the Shamrock. So there's a really good energy. I love it.
I'm mostly just nervous about the huge hill that we have to run and looking forward to the beer at the end. That's the greatest part for me.
That'll get you in the spirit, won't it? In Hillsboro, the big St. Patrick's Day parade is tomorrow. The Scott Pipe Band of bagpipers stopped by the station today to give us a preview of what you'll hear in the parade. Well, St. Patrick's Day weekend, traditionally often pretty rainy in Portland. Matt, are we going to live up to that this weekend?
We will part of the time, Laurel, mainly in the afternoon hours. We have a few showers out there tonight, and we'll see showers both Saturday and Sunday, but again, mainly in the afternoon. It'll be chilly in the mornings. We'll get back to the Shamrock Run forecast in just a minute. I want to show you the showers right now. Drifting on down from the northeast, we still have a few in the metro area, especially out around Hillsborough at this hour, but they'll be decreasing as we go through the night. Now that Shamrock Run forecast, it'll be chilly. There'll be scattered showers during the day, but I think for the hours the runners are out there and the volunteers and everybody else, it should be dry, cloudy, but cool. Sunrise Sunday morning, 7:17. And coming up, we've got some warm weather in the forecast too. Couple days only, and an amazing look, time lapse, two of them actually, one of the northern lights and one of the sunset at the Oregon coast. Laurel, back to you.
Worth waiting for. We'll be here. Thank you, Matt. New tonight, Attorney General Jeff Sessions has fired the former FBI director just 2 days before his scheduled retirement date. And that means Andrew McCabe won't be eligible for his full pension benefits. The move comes ahead of a report expected to show that McCabe was not forthcoming with the Inspector General's office when it reviewed the Bureau's handling of the Hillary Clinton email investigation. McCabe stepped down as deputy director of the FBI in January, but remained on the payroll and was going to retire on Sunday. New tonight, we've learned an engineer who worked on that pedestrian bridge that collapsed in Miami had left a voicemail for the Department of Transportation 2 days before the collapse. He said there had been some cracking in one of the concrete spans, but because an official was out of the office, no one got that voicemail until today. In it, the engineer noted the bridge would need repairs, but said they weren't too concerned about it from a safety perspective. Crews are still working tonight to remove the pieces of the bridge and recover the 6 people who were crushed and killed underneath it. One of those victims was in the car with Florida International University sophomore Richard Humble, who barely made it out himself.
I was scared beyond my life. I didn't think I was going to make it out of the car. I thought when I saw the bridge coming down that I was dead too.
Homicide detectives are working alongside engineers to figure out what went wrong. Visitors to the gorge are still not obeying closure signs that went up following the Eagle Creek fire, and a few of them have had to be rescued. You can see from these new photos, trees are down on the trails. Other sections have been washed out by rock slides. Local sheriff's offices and the Forest Service say rescuers are being put at greater risk than normal going into the burned out areas to help hikers. They had to guide 2 hikers out of the Angels Rest area on Wednesday. The hikers had jumped the closure barrier. Then once it got dark, they couldn't find their way out. In addition to the numerous fall hazards on the trails now look different following the fire, making it easy to get stranded.
And now you can't, in some cases, even tell where the trail was. And then in other cases, you can maybe tell where the trail was, but you can't go where it was because there might be large washouts. And then you have to figure out how to navigate around those big barriers.
The Forest Service website has a detailed list of what areas are still closed from the fire, so check there before you head out to the gorge. If you go around the closures, you face a citation of about $200. A Beaverton woman is filing a lawsuit tonight after she says she was booted from the dating app Tinder for being transgender. And she's not the only one. Ariel Hawkins is now part of a class action lawsuit that includes social media posts of others saying they were also banned from the app. Ariel says she was kicked off 2 days after she added a line to her profile saying she's a pre-op trans woman.
It was really frustrating and disheartening. It was discouraging, and I felt like I was shut off and not able to have the same access to online dating as other people.
Tinder claims the account was deleted because it violated their terms of service. Tinder has also said if other people complain about an account, an algorithm automatically removes it and users can have their account restored. Next from the night team, another dog put on the wrong United flight. This time, the whole plane was detoured. Then, Fred Meyer's not just banning all gun sales, why it will also remove certain items that include pictures of guns. Plus, the new microwave that can heat your dinner to perfection, even with a salad on the plate.
So I like to call this a smart burn spill proof microwave that skips the salad.
And it was invented by a local teenager. The KGW Great Food Drive has now collected 890,000 pounds of food. You can help us reach our goal of 1.5 million pounds by the end of the month. If you buy Tillamook dairy products, it will donate a portion of the proceeds. You can also donate food at Toyota dealerships, food or cash at Rivermark Community Credit Unions, or cash at kgw.com/food drive. Thank you for donating.